There we go. There we go. We're live now.
It's working.
Yay. So good morning. Let's start. Caroline, can you present yourself, please?
Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Because I always have a problem with my my microphone. So
Yes, okay.
I am Carol. I live in Manhuaçu, Minas Gerais. I am 16 years old, and I don't know. I'm just studying. I am in the 30th year in my high school, and I live with my parents and my two sisters.
I know I've been to Manhuaçu once. With the university, I was doing a research about what's the name of the thing? I don't know, CENI, but I don't know if it's around there.
Yeah. It's called here.
It was like long time ago, but I remember it is a hot city.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Gustavo, good morning. Can you present yourself, please? Is your first time here on TNT?
No, it's my second time.
Yeah,
I came here in the last year, I think in November, and now I'm back.
So you know how TNT works?
Yes, I know. You send some questions and we talk about them, right?
Yeah, that's not a class. We are just talking and improving our English while we talking, while we I forgot the word to being together, just enjoy the time. So present yourself, please.
Okay. Well, my name is Gustavo. I'm natural from São Paulo. Now I live in São Caetano do Sul. That it's a city here in the metropolitan region. I am 23 years old. I study physical education at university. I will graduate in this semester here now in June. And for work, I'm an intern at in a school here in São Paulo.
That's great. Emanuele, your turn, please present yourself.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Emanuele. I live in Ribeirão Preto, São Paulo. I'm 18 years old, and this year I go to university to study journalism. And I have been here in TNT since July in the last year.
Great. And the last but not least, Bruna.
Hi guys, good morning. I'm Bruna, I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher. Just like Manu, I've been attending the meeting since last year, September, and I'm also a hostess here on Wednesdays. And it's always a pleasure to be here. That's a quite different topic, right? I liked it. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more creative, like to talk about things not so deep sometimes, because I like the conversation, but sometimes I like to know the taste of people, and then so I am a therapist. I'm 36. I'm a hostess, as you can see now. I am an artist, and I'm a dietitian as well. And I'm from Minas. I'm from Caxambu, south of Minas, and that's it. So the first question is, what kind of style of buildings do you like? Traditional, modern, crazy, or functional?
Excuse me.
I don't have the questions.
Yes, I don't have the questions. If you can.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, thank you. Okay.
Is it number two? The question number two. What kind of style of buildings do you like? Traditional, modern, crazy, or functional? Emanuele.
For me, I don't know too much about this type of houses, but the one that I see most and I like, it's modern because I think it's pretty and most of the time are useful things are not like crazy house, crazy buildings. I think it's just nice to visit, not to live there. But I also like functional houses because can help you in your daily life to do the things that you need to do.
Yeah, I like things functional and beautiful at the same time. Sometimes you can't get the two things because anyway. Bruno, and you?
I was thinking here, maybe just those crazy ones would be interesting just to visit, and to, take pictures or like just to be there to see how it is. But I like all of them, it's hard to choose. I think it depends on the story you want to share, you want to show with it. Like maybe some traditional buildings can be beautiful downtown in an old city, so I think it depends. But let's say I like all of them.
I'm not very into the very modern ones, like the pointy buildings and like spiral. I don't know how to say it's very gray, and I don't know, it's not my thing.
Yeah, those like full of mirrors, I think they're not that beautiful too, and they are harmful for the environment, so
Yeah.
we need to be careful.
Yeah. You, Gustavo, what do you think? What kind do you like?
Well, for the day-to-day life, I think the modern and functional buildings are my my my
Favorites?
my favorite. Yes, of course, my favorites are my favorites, because I think it's better to do my house tasks, my job, all the daily work. But I'm a guy who loves history. I like to travel to historical sites, historical places. So I really like no, I don't know if it's the traditional or I don't know, the colonial style of building. So I love travel to historical cities. So to travel, I prefer well, okay, let's talk the old buildings. But to live, I think I prefer the modern and functional buildings.
Yeah, if you like traditional and historical buildings, you would like England. Everything is old here. Everything is historical because the
Yes.
country's so old.
I have a dream to travel to Europe much because of that. I love
Yeah.
old things.
Like there's a buildings, not just England, but like Spain, Italy. Like if when we say in Brazil, building is new, is like 10 years old.
Mhm.
And in Europe is like 300 years old. It's not that old, so it's kind of different. Yeah, I don't think I like too much because I live here and I like to complain about it. Caroline, it's your turn.
For living, it's the same. I prefer to live in a normal house, like modern, traditional, normal, with white colors, but nothing like crazy. But I've been in Ouro Preto and I fall in love with the house there. But I don't know. I don't want to live in this house, but I like so much I don't know, the the actor this house.
You are completely right. I lived in Ouro Preto for 5 years. And that's the those houses are a nightmare because humidity, mold, cold. It's beautiful to see, but to live, you have to have a lot of money to spending those houses to keep them functional. The third one, what do you think of your country's architecture? Why I can't say this word. Gustavo, what do you think about Brazilian architecture? Or your area, the area you live, you can choose.
Well, I think I can talk better of São Paulo. Here in São Paulo, we have two kinds of architecture. We have the Faria Lima region, the Paulista region. That's more modern buildings. You see that big buildings, Arranha-Céu skyscraper, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Those big skyscrapers full of glass. So it's beautiful. And when you go to the center of the city, it's like some 20th century buildings with a little smaller, but with a different architecture. So I like both, but I get really sad for the city center because it's like I don't know how to say that. It's like maltratado, mal cuidado.
Say mistreated, maltratado, but I don't know if it can apply in this kind of situation. I don't know. Let's ask my husband.
It's a little bit ugly. It's not so the public administration don't take so much care of it.
Give me a minute. When you don't look after the things you have, you are mistreating the things? Or there's a word for this? Sorry. It's my dictionary. Okay, let's continue. And
okay, don't worry.
He will answer some. Okay. Caroline, and you, what do you think about your area, your country?
I live in a district called São Amaro, and it's like a movie here. You know, everyone knows everyone, and the houses are really like a movie. You know, the house is small and don't have a buildings, don't have a big buildings here. Like I think the most high building is my house. I have two. So probably is have two or three. The most of them have three, and it's very different. Have a lot of plants and green areas here too. Have just one school, one hospital, just these things. So it's very countryside here.
Do you like the life there?
No, because
you are young, of course. I guess this answer.
Here it's like don't have nothing for it to do, and like have 3,000 people just living here. So it's very complicated when you go to the movie theater. You need to go to the Manhuaçu and you need to take a bus for 1 hour. And everything you need to do, you need to take a bus for 1 hour and back 1 hour
to
again.
Travel pretty much.
Yeah. So I don't like living here. I'm gonna move it one day.
Hope so. And you, Bruna? You are from São Paulo as well. What do you think?
Well, Gustavo summarized everything.
But you can we can compare with Rio de
Let's-
Janeiro or
let's-
Belém or whatever.
Unfortunately, I've never been. I'm sorry, guys. I've never been to any other cities or any other states actually in Brazil. Just São Paulo. I don't know a lot. So maybe if we talk about like the countryside, we can see more traditional houses, like with those old or not that modern architecture. But yeah, like talking about São Paulo, I don't like the capital. I don't like those skyscrapers, you know. I don't think it's beautiful, and I really like the architecture that we have in the center of the city, you know, downtown. Um, Although they are not well treated, I think they're beautiful. Like there are many historical buildings too, because it's not only about the architecture but the history we have like behind it, you know. So I like it. That's it.
Yeah, I used to like more traditional things because I think, oh, that's historical. But I started, I would say a sad thing about maybe ruin it forever your view. I have to say, I thought, who built these buildings? Who are the people who really built this? And most of the time were slaves or poor people. So I started to be a little bit sad about, like, don't like too much, because you see the wealth, but you don't see the people who, so it's complicated. So
Can I just add something? It's interesting because in the future those modern buildings will be history too. So it's crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
And you, Emanuele, what do you think?
Oh, for me, I think Brazil architecture is really great because it's different in depends of the place that you are. For example, in south part of Brazil, it's a type of buildings, and the north it's other. So I think it's really cool and have a lot of history because people came from other countries to build these, like from France, Italy. And talking about my city, a thing that I like in the buildings is that at the same time we have old buildings, like for over 100 years, we still have the city growing up. Like every year, some part of the city is new with new buildings. So I like this type of modern and traditional architecture living together.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. And I really like Brazilian architecture because I think we are more functional. Like I miss a lot, like having a drain in the bathroom. every house here has a bathroom, not bath, actually bath in the bathroom for nothing. There's no reason for that. There's no reason. And I would not say people don't use it. That's not the reason. Anyway, it's not functional. Like you can't like wash a bathroom, and the roof of the house, you can see my roof here, it's very low. So like, and people here is taller than in Brazil. I don't understand. Carpets, and I really don't like. I was a shock for me when I came here at first, and still when I go to Brazil, I say, yeah, you can clean your house. You have a space. It makes sense, you know. Here doesn't make sense. And I know in Spain, Scotland, the countries I've been to, it's the same in Europe because it's old. So yeah, I live in a worker house, so it's a little bit worse than the entrepreneurs. I don't know. I'm a lower middle class, or as I like to say, I'm upper lower class. Because I'm on top of the lower class anyway. The fourth question is, would you live forever in the house you are living now? If you can keep your house, go anywhere. I'm not saying the city or the district. I'm saying about the house. Would you live forever in the house you are living now? Why or why not? Gustavo.
I think the answer is yes. I really like my house. It's an apartment. So I live here since I was 7. So it's a lot of time. And I have all the things I need here. The only thing I think I would do different. It's the like here we call the varanda gourmet. I don't know how to say that in English because I don't have one here. And I would like when I go to my friend's house, my friend's apartment who have one, I think, oh my God, I really wanted one of that in my apartment because I would love to make a barbecue, to call my friends in, to talk, to watch a game or something like that. I really like to invite friends to my house. So if I had a varanda gourmet, I don't know how to say varanda in English, but a gourmet space, I think. I would really like.
I don't know if there's this
balcony
concept in English. No, I don't. I've never heard people saying gourmet balcony, but maybe. Yeah, it's nice to hear this. I like this kind of balconies, but I think it's very Santa Cecilia. I know a little bit about the São Paulo concepts, Faria Lima, Santa Cecilia.
I think in the newest buildings they are building here in São Paulo, they want to live like not the entrepreneur ones, they want to live. All of them you see there are a gourmet balcony. Even if it's only fits one person, they are always building with gourmet balcony because it's like a tendency here. I don't know.
A square meter of a gourmet balcony.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, Caroline, what about you?
I don't know. I like my house, but probably I changed my bedroom because I had 2 sisters. So my mom said, everyone has your own bedroom, but it's so small. Like, it's just my bedroom and my closet. That's it. Because 3 kids in the same house is not a good idea for sharing a bedroom. So probably I went to I don't know how to say, a big bedroom.
Yeah, I have 7 siblings. So you said 3 years old. Okay, 3 years is not that much. It's not that much. Okay, Bruna, and you, you moved recently, don't you?
Not yet. It's coming.
You are moving, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't live here for the rest of my life because it's not a safe place. It floods. Usually, we have this danger of flood. It can happen. Like in 2020, we faced a really sad moment and week. It was terrible. Like, thankfully we didn't lose a lot of things, it was but we are moving out next month maybe, or like by the end of February, because we are scared, like we don't want to lose other things and don't feel safe in our own place, and yeah, so just like Gustavo said, and Carol also, now I'm gonna have my own bedroom, because I also share my bedroom with my brother, and I think when we get older, we need our own space, and I really want to do it and move out really soon. That's it.
That's great. Yeah, I can't think my life in this house forever, just because it's not enough. It's completely different than what I wanted. Like, I don't understand why they don't use bricks to to build houses like American houses. It's all wood and paper, you know? And I'm kind of scared because, well, in the second floor, I call second floor downstairs, upstairs, but it's not a second floor. It's just how we say in Brazil, mezanino, because it's so low, that the roof's so low. It's like every house here is just, there's two floors, but very low floors. Like one, we would make one in Brazil. They make two here. So we have you need to duck when you look good. No, not me, because I'm short, but my husband, he duck when he is passing in the door. I forgot the door space. I forgot the name. And I wouldn't. I need more space to my garden. I have a garden, but it's not enough for my vegetables and my what's the name? My fruit trees that I really like having. Yeah. And you, Emanuele?
Oh, I live in my house since I was born, so I wouldn't like to live here forever, because I feel that I need the feeling of change. And also because although my house it's considered bigger, but I don't have a green area, so I wish I could have one of these, because I think it's cool. I see it's pretty, and to be in contact with nature, it's a good thing for me. So this is the reason that I don't want to live here forever. Maybe search for another city, maybe too, because I think it's interesting to meet new places.
Yeah, but if you could take your house and move to another city, would you?
I think no, because I want some green area too.
Okay, that's great. I would take the apartment I lived in Brazil. I took to England. How I would like that. I really missed my apartment. Really, really, really. It wasn't mine. I rented, but you know. Let's get to the seventh question. Is there any place that you have visited that you were amazed by the architecture? Where and why? Caroline, tell me.
I don't visit many places, like I never travel abroad or something like that, but I love it. Ouro Preto, like it's beautiful, and the food is good too, but the architecture is amazing. It's so nice to see the gold in every place, and stranger too, because it's gold. But I love it. The people too, the other house too. I visit a house that is amazing. So I think it's the most place that I visit that I love most.
Yeah, I say I didn't like to live in that houses in Ouro Preto, but I think it's beautiful. I really like it. Like you said, the gold and the in the church and the things, the museums, everything was really nice. And you, Emanuele? there any place?
For me, I think it's the same thing as Caroline. I never travel abroad or to far places, but the one that I go to visit my grandmother, she lives in a interior city in Paraná, here in Brazil, and I think it's very different from my cities, places, because there the houses have really small walls, so you can like see everything inside the house, and the structure is very different. I think it's really pretty, but at the same time you don't have some privacy because the walls are low, and they use glass a lot instead of the walls. So I think at the same time it's pretty, it's not so safe.
It's like it's a half wall and glass inside the houses.
Some of them use really low walls, but others I saw it's just the glass.
Yeah, it's a trap for a kid or a dog.
Yeah.
Or for me, for myself, because I'm very not careful with myself sometimes. And you, Bruna, there's any place? It can be a building in Brazil, São Paulo, or anything. Yeah.
That's hard. Well, I am not a religious person, but I always think like churches are beautiful, you know, like Catholic churches, the paintings, many of them are full of gold and the structures are beautiful. So, yeah, as you said, many of them were built by slaves. So, if we consider the past and the historical background, it's not that nice, but I also think it's beautiful, you know. That's it.
It is beautiful. It is. I'm not saying that but I think, yeah, I was listening to a podcast about how the center of Rio de Janeiro was built, and they was associating to I don't know how to say this, like coal ovens in the middle of the forest when the slaves went to the forest, that burned the forest. I don't know how to say the wood to make the I don't know, the metals to use in the architecture in the center of Rio de Janeiro. So it's interesting. you see the things happening. For me, the place I've amazed by the architecture. I think Mercado Municipal de São Paulo. I really like it. I really like it, that place. Very expensive fruits. But it's a beautiful place. Like, you don't want to buy anything, you don't want to go there, but like after you eat, you have to buy some, and you go home with like 100 reais of a pear. And say, how I do that.
50 reais of strawberries. Yes, 50 reais of
but the
strawberries.
strawberries are so good.
The strawberries the size of my hands, like this size strawberry, but it's too expensive. It's too expensive.
Yeah, but the architecture there is beautiful. I really like it. And in Edinburgh, Scotland, I went to the castle, and it's quite claustrophobic because the place is very narrow, but the view of the castle, and I think people actually lived in that place, and many centuries ago. Yeah, I think so. Gustavo, that's your turn.
Well, I think the last place I went that I got amazed by the architecture, it was the Cathedral of Nossa Senhora Aparecida in Aparecida do Norte. I went there in 2019 before the COVID, and uh, they inaugurated a new site. It was in the top of the church that you can see, like they made a museum there, and as you walk for in the museum, they tell the story of the church, the story of the city, the story of the saint. And when you walk and when you walk when you reach the end of the museum, you see the top of the church, and there are a lot of paintings of like the Eden Garden. So I don't know how to explain. It's like really beautiful with a lot of colors, a lot of trees. It's really amazing. I think it was the last place that I went that I got really shocked by the beauty of the place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The cathedral of in Aparecida.
Yes, Nossa Senhora
Yeah.
Aparecida, in Aparecida do Norte.
Yeah, because Aparecida is not a very beautiful place, the city, but
No,
the cathedral, cathedral
like
is amazing.
there are the cathedral, the old church, and the city grew up
Messy.
involved. No,
yeah,
yes,
around.
the city grew up around the city because it's the main attraction of the city. Like the city lives because of the religion tourism. So it's like a mess. Like it's not a beautiful city, but the church makes it
Yeah,
a little.
it's the church and the big and the all entire city of 25 de Março.
Yes, I like to compare to when I see people talking about the pyramids of Egypt. They see like the pyramids, the desert, and like right around the corner there are a big city, a mess with streets and selling carts and peddlers and all of that.
You have to take a photo in a really exclusive point in the view. The next question is, what is more important, building appearance or comfort for humans? Is a good appearance a type of comfort? Bruna, what do you think? Is it like
Okay.
what?
I think, gosh, this is hard. I think good appearance is a type of comfort if you care about it, you know. Because for example, my mother doesn't care about a lot of things. Like she doesn't like decorate the house. She doesn't like many pictures on the walls, you know. But she likes feeling comfortable. For example, like she likes a good sofa, good bed, and like for her, this is not a type of comfort, you know. Oh, yeah, like, but I am taking her as an example to answer the second question, but I don't know. For me, I think it building appearance is important, but beauty is not everything, right? Maybe if you're going to sleep on a bed, it needs to be comfortable, right? So it's not only about being beautiful. If you're going to live at a place, it needs to be functional too. I don't know. That's it.
When I made this question, I was thinking about my sister because she really cares about appearance. Well, not too much about the comfort. And I am the person like you have to be practical, and I need to, because I'm Libra, so I like beautiful things. So I buy flowers, I put something on the wall. I like things looking nice. For me, it's important to see beautiful things. And for her, it's just important, just seeing beautiful things, not she can buy cheap things just because it's beautiful. It's not my case. I prefer expend more money in a comfort thing. It's not that beautiful, and make around better afterwards. And the second thing I was thinking when I made this question is about the favelas, because many people criticizing, because the houses is just without cover, and it's not covered, just bricks, but inside they have a big TV, they have everything inside. I said, yeah, I agree. Why not? Why have to be beautiful outside if you would live inside the house? But yeah, Caroline, what do you think?
I agree with you said. I think like the old house, for example, it's not comfortable, it's not practical. Like I visit a restaurant, but it's like a house, but it's restaurant house when I went to Ouro Preto, and oh my gosh, the floor is bad because make noise and you walk. I have a lot of problems with electric because don't have electric in this time, so have a problem with this, have a problem with water, have a lot of problems. The building is full, if you saw, so I think it's not comfortable. It's beautiful, it's a beautiful house, but if you live in this house, you probably care about, oh my gosh, this building can fall one day. So I think it's not necessary. You can move to a comfortable and safe house.
Yeah, I think the first thing is being practical, comfortable, and the last thing for me is being good appearance. But it is important. It is important, very. That's why I have gardens with flowers. I take my time making embroideries to make my house better. But it's not the first thing I think. I prefer, I slept on in air bed for like a year almost when I can, no, that's not true. Six months. Because I want to have money to buy a really good one, because I don't want to do twice. So, and the bed here is really expensive, almost £1,000. It's not like, that's, I don't know, 8 mil reais. It's a lot of money, even here. So I have to sleep in the air bed for some months until I could get the fridge before and after the washing machine, and that, like, practical things, and my bed. And now I have and I take more 1 year to get a silk pillowcase. It's very expensive, but my hair loves it. It's very expensive, but I like, it's comfortable, it's beautiful, expensive, but it takes time. Anyway, so for me, the comfort is very important, and appearance as well, but in a list of priorities, comfort, and the last thing, beauty. And you, Gustavo?
Well, it's a difficult question because I really like the appearance of things, but I also love to stay comfortable. So I I think I would prefer the comfortable. If someone asks me, oh, you prefer to sleep in a comfortable bed or a beautiful bed, but not so comfortable. Of course, I would choose the comfortable one. But if there is like uh, como eu posso dizer, meio termo.
Middle way, I don't know.
Yeah, okay, it can be a middle way between them. I would choose it because I like to live in a beautiful place too.
Yeah. And you, Emanuele, you're the last. Hello, people, come back.
Oh, for me, I think it's important to have a combination of two because comfort is really important because when you arrive at home, you need a comfort bed, a comfort place to rest, and it's the moment that you have to relax. So it's good for you. But at the same time, I think a good appearance is good because when you see something and match with your taste, it's easy to like that. And also, I think for me, a good appearance is not like only decoration things. I think furniture that matches with each other and colors that are not so different from each other. It's good and it's a good appearance for me. So I think two of these, it's really important to have.
Yeah, I I started to buy things from the charity shop, so my furniture is not matching, not that much. But what I did was painting them the same color. At least they have the same color because, yeah, why not? And I got a sofa from a friend, and because when you move to the country, you don't have anything. You don't have anything. You don't have to have, like I said, I don't have a bed. I didn't have anything you can take in your suitcase. So you have to buy everything. So at first, I used to go to charity shops and buy things there, or people are offering me a sofa. Of course, I would go. That's not would get it. It's not a. But after sometimes I start to choose a little bit here and there. Nondas, how was the conversation for you? And tell me, how is your dream house?
It was very good, and it's a hard topic because it's not very usual for me to to discuss about architecture, but it was good. It was amazing. Congrats to brought us this topic. And in my dream, I have a big garden, a gym inside my house, and a yard to have a lot of plants and birds, free birds, and yeah, maybe a comfortable place to receive my.
He frozen to us as well, or just to me? He's frozen to you guys? No.
Yes.
Okay, Jefferson, what's your dream house? Is it the house you live, or you want to improve a little bit more?
No, it's the house you live. As I said, I'm working for a long time, 40 years working hard from 7 a.m. until 10 p.m. almost every day. But now I'm just teaching at night, and I have a very good house. A good home theater, 3 dogs, 2 birds, a lot of plants. I have a good yard. I have place to walk because I live in a condo.
That's great. Nondas, you froze, so we should sorry for that. We lose some of your speech.
No problem.
Just I don't know what's happening. Sorry, guys. It was repeating to me, a little bit delayed. Okay. Today at, let me share with you, at 8 p.m., there will be a live with Philip about how improve your speech or improve your speaking in English. I will share with you. It's very important because he'll share some strategies to really improve your speech. Some very good tips. If you are interested, go to this link here on chat, and you can subscribe to the live. Okay, that's it. I would like your house, Nondas and Jefferson, please invite me to to drink a coffee.
For sure.
Okay. I like the thing about the birds free. I have a bird. The bird is from, but he comes here. I plant flowers to him, and sometimes I move the earth just to him come to get the worms. And I named him of George. His name is George. And yeah, so thank you very much. Go to the link. See if you are interested. It's very good. It'll be a very good live tonight. Okay, and see you soon. Bye.
Yeah.
See ya.
Have a great
See ya.
day.
Bye.